15 minutes every day, daily for 30 days. You can do it so easily. It's just like a piece of cake, but the effect it's going to have on your fluency is so powerful. Believe me, it's powerful. Hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today, are you ready for just a 15 minutes exercise? Speaking exercise to become fluent in English? Just a 15 minutes exercise that is going to help you become fluent in English speaking. Speak English fluently. 15 minutes every day for the next 30 days. Yes. Are you ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any lesson that I upload for you on the channel. Also like the video and share it with your friends too. Coming back to today's lesson, that is this 15 minutes exercise that you need to do for the next 30 days, right? If not from tomorrow, maybe from a week, you're taking up this activity, this particular exercise after a week. What you have to do is you have to continue this particular exercise for the 30 days continuously. The idea is to do this particular exercise for 30 days. So whenever you're taking this particular exercise up, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, remember to do it for 30 days continuously to witness a significant improvement, right? A game changer technique. If you are short on time, if you think that where to begin, what to do, this technique is going to help you improve your fluency a lot. That is a time saver technique, believe me. Okay, let's begin with today's technique. And what is it actually called? Well, today's technique is read and speak. Now, there are timings set to the particular portion of reading, particular portion of speaking. So listen carefully. Just knowing the name is not enough. How to take up this particular technique is also important. Stay tuned in the video lesson with me because I'm going to tell you each and every step that you need to follow. Read and speak. Now, this is easy version of read and summarize. Do you remember this particular lesson? Read and summarize. That was a very advanced technique, very advanced fluency technique that I've created personally for all of you. That was my originally created technique, and it has 3 steps, right? 3 steps. Today's technique is going to have 2 steps, read and speak. Now, what you are going to speak exactly, I'm going to tell you everything. Let's begin with the part number 1, that is read in this particular technique. Read. Coming to the portion of read, what you have to do is you have to read for 10 minutes. Read for 10 minutes. Maybe select a book. Maybe you can select a newspaper article, any news article. The idea is to read for 10 minutes. Right? It's up to you whether you want to start with something easy or if you want to jump directly to something that is challenging for you. Totally up to you. You have to evaluate yourself. What are you aiming for? Whatever you're aiming for, according to that particular goal, take up something to read. I suggest begin with something easy for 10 days. And after those 10 days, start experimenting. Because experimenting is important. It leads you to creative results. Believe me, it does. So what you have to do is, you have to take up a reading material and read it for 10 minutes. Read it for 10 minutes. And this is going to be a silent reading. No read aloud. Not at all. Silently read it. Try to consume everything. Whatever you're reading, pay attention and read that. Right? When you're reading everything, try to look up for some words that you don't know, but just do not jump and search for words, the meanings and everything. No, do not do that. Try to understand the context. Try to understand the meaning of the word through context. And if you're not able to do it, leave it. Continue reading because today's focus is on speaking, on fluency. Right now, we are not focusing on vocabulary. That's not our goal. Remember, that's not our goal. What you have to do is you have to read it silently. You're trying to consume some good English. You're doing a warm-up before speaking. You're getting content, you're getting in the correctly formed sentences, right? Correct English, correctly written English. Already, it's like it's served on a platter for you and you are consuming it, you're reading it. So read for 10 minutes. That's very important. Those 10 minutes are crucial for you. Read it silently, sit in a corner, maybe a quiet corner, comfortable corner for yourself. Find that one particular corner for yourself and read. Now coming to the second part of this particular lesson, that is speak. What you have to speak exactly? Whatever you have read. Now, not word to word. Pay attention, not word to word. You do not have to repeat everything. You do not have to memorize whatever you have read and then repeat it. We are not doing that particular activity. No, we are preparing our mind. We are conditioning our mind through reading. Okay? It's like whatever you have consumed, you're putting it to use immediately. So whatever you have consumed, it's freshly there in your mind, right? You have to just speak whatever you can related to that particular thing. For example, you have read something, you've taken a particular maybe news article up, maybe taken a book up, read it. Whatever you can understand from that particular reading, speak. That's what you have to do. For example, you have read about today's weather. Whatever you can read and understand, start speaking about that particular thing. What is today's weather like? What's the forecast? What is that particular article saying? Start speaking in your own words. You have to do this for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? And if you think that you're not able to speak for more than 2 minutes, what you can do is start speaking again. That is, start from beginning. But for 5 minutes, you have to speak. That's important. Anything less than 5 minutes, it's of no use, no particular use. It's like you are telling yourself you are doing something, but in reality, are you really putting in that much efforts? You have to ask that question to yourself. That's something you have to do. So when you're doing some kind of practice, like speaking practice, anything, right? Anything less than 15 minutes is like, okay, yeah, you're doing it, but it's not like that much effort that you need in order to become fluent in English. So I suggest whenever you're taking something up, give at least 15 minutes to it, right? Give 15 minutes to that particular thing. At least we can manage that 15 minutes from a day, right? So 15 minutes exercise that you have to do. It's very simple. You do not have to make any kind of extra efforts. You do not have to go here and there, look here and there for something to read. What you can do is you can select a book, simply select a book, have a goal of reading that book completely within a month. That's it. Problem solved. You have a book, you're reading 2 pages, 3 pages, maybe 4 pages, whatever is your reading speed in that particular day, not less than 2 pages, remember. So you are reading that in that particular day, and then you are speaking. You are going to continue the book day after day after day after day. Yes, that's very simple. That means something effortless. This technique is actually effortless. You can do it so easily. It's just like a piece of cake, right? But the effect it's going to have on your fluency is so powerful. Believe me, it's powerful. So it's like an intermediate kind of, technique that I have created for you, because read and summarize requires lots of deliberate time. If you're really serious about it, if you're really serious about your speaking fluency, maybe an exam is coming up, your speaking exam like IELTS, TOEFL, maybe any Cambridge speaking exam is there, you're preparing for a presentation at your office, I suggest you take up that particular professional technique, read and summarize, that I've personally created for you. Otherwise, if you're short on time, take this one up. Read and speak for you, that I have created just for all of you in today's lesson. So that's the particular technique for you, read and speak. 15 minutes every day, daily, for 30 days, continuously. Do it and see the change. Okay, that's it for today. that was the lesson. I hope you liked it and you're going to take up this particular exercise, right? Consider it as a challenge for yourself. Take up the exercise and practice. English speaking, improve your fluency. All those who are joining new on the channel, and for everybody who has not still checked out all the lessons that I've created regarding the techniques, I've created a master lesson that is 12 English speaking techniques. I've discussed about 12 techniques. My personal techniques that I've created, original techniques for just for you. Please go back, check that lesson out because you get 12 techniques to practice your English plus develop your fluency. All the 12 techniques, they target your fluency. They're just not about practicing English speaking, because for speaking English, for doing your practice, you can take up a topic and speak on that. That is also your practice, but those techniques develops different areas of your fluency. So take up the technique, go back, check this lesson. There's also a playlist in the podcast section of the channel. Go check out that podcast on speaking practice techniques for fluency. Go check it out. I'm sure it's going to help you immensely, help you a lot. Now I'm going to meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.